today I want to show you some Happy Mail I got. And this is from Lisa Guerrero out in Texas. She spoils me because I feel like I'm on her subscription plan. I get like a quarterly care package that's got all kind of goodies in it. So this one was no exception. Now I'm going to tell you what I did first. I was talking to Joan yesterday. I got to get back on track. I'm not eating bad. It's just I'm not tracking. I'm not weighing. I'm not measuring. None of that. I'm over it real. But what you gonna do? You're gonna try to get back over and do it. So I told her, I said, I think I need to just put my measuring cups and spoons in a bowl and set it right there on the counter. And that's what I told David yesterday. I told him that, I said, sometimes whatever it takes. So I've been rearranging my kitchen. If you've ever seen some of my shots when I'm doing grocery hauls, different things, there used to be my big white freezer in there in front of my sliding glass doors, and right beside it was a little mini silver freezer up on a little table thing, drawers for Holly and Kyle. Okay, well, they moved, and you can't, oh yeah, you can see right here, right there. I actually put this in here in my spare room. I love it. I've always wanted a second refrigerator, just like my mama. She had one back in Meemaw's room, and that's where she would keep, especially on holidays when she would make her coconut cake, the one you got to keep in the refrigerator for 3 days. That's always where she put it. Deviled eggs, anything extra that wouldn't fit in her little refrigerator, it went back there into that. And it was one of them old round kind. They had painted it white, and it had the pull handle to get in. I know y'all know that kind. Well, that's where she would keep the Halloween candy too. I don't know if maybe that's where my mama got it from, but when we would get our Halloween candy, and that's back in the day when you could go around and come back with a pillowcase full, I mean a sack full of candy, she would put it in a big old Tupperware bowl, keep it in the refrigerator. Don't know why to this day. Not even just the chocolate, even the Tootsie Rolls and all that kind of, every piece of Halloween candy went in the refrigerator. Well, that's where my mom, she kept hers in a big old Tupperware bowl back in the spare fridge. My whole adult life, I'm not even joking, my whole adult life, I have wanted an extra fridge. It's not full size. It doesn't have a usable freezer. It's got one of them little things, but it's like the ice is on it, and I just have not had time to fool with thawing it out because I don't know where it's going to go. I have a pan under my big freezer when I thaw it out. But for drinks and overflow things that if I want to buy extra just to have on hand, when I make my cheesecakes now, I have somewhere to put it. When I do my meal prep, I have somewhere to put it. So my regular refrigerator is not that big. It don't get all jammed up. So anyway, I've been rearranging because now that this one was out of there, I still had my big freezer in there. What had happened was, what we call the big room is a built-in carport, and Mama built it in back in the 80s, and she had it finished. Well, when we moved in, David was gonna finish it different. She had paneling up. He wanted sheetrock. We were going to raise the floor up. It's not all the way down to the concrete, but there's still a step off from the main house down to that, and I actually have to have a step platform to even get off of it, or I'd never make it out of the house. I'd be stuck because I can't go down the front steps. I would just never get out. So anyway, that's where the freezer was, because when we first moved in, we kept it like it was. Part of it was a living room, part of it was just storage, because it's all the way the width of the house, not length, width, whichever from front to back is, that big. So part of it was storage, and we would put wood where we were, we had some things we had to fix before we could live here. And that was sort of just to make do before we could redo everything before he gutted the entire house. So then he decided he was destroying up here. He was going to destroy down there because he was going to get it done. Listen, when that man goes in the ripping out mode, just stand back and watch and do this. Because, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all. I done told y'all. Let me finish talking about what I'm talking about. I have wanted, when we did that, and then there was no electricity down there after we got everything ripped up. So the freezer had to come up here. Hated it. Hated it from the day it came up here because it does not belong in my kitchen. My kitchen, if you've seen it, is just a big open space. Kitchen, dining, front room. Which when I get back to the big room, the front room is going to be a dining room, and this over here in the kitchen is just going to be like a little breakfast nook. One day, maybe when I'm 80. They moved out. I told him, I said, honey, and they got all their stuff out of the big room because everything they owned was piled in that big room. I mean, everything they owned. They got all that out. I said, honey, can't I put that freezer back down there? I said, I can't stand it up here. He's like, well, if that's what you want. he's so good like that. And, well, if that's what you want. Well, he gets in his truck and he gets to thinking. He drives at night, and that's his prime thinking time. So he come in like the next morning after I had asked. He said, I was thinking about that. I was like, oh my God, no. Please. Because what we have to do is, and the only reason I know it would work is because Kyle, they had a couple big tables. They do, they have model projects for like little games. It's cool actually. And they build these elaborate things that they play there. It's cool. So he was down there working one day and it was hot. I mean, it was heated out there and he needed a fan. He found out that, well, we put a door up. There was no door there between the big room and the main house. That was where the back door used to be. And we just never had a door there. It's just, open up, didn't need one. Well, when he was getting ready to put sheetrock down there, which hadn't happened yet, I made him put a door up because if you have ever lived through sheetrock in a house, it is a stroke waiting to happen. I have done it more than once. I'm going to tell you the worst. I'll tell you in a minute. I'll tell you in a minute if I can remember it. Anyway, he had to put a door put up. And I made him put one of them things at the bottom, one of the little, things that covers up the gap at the bottom and everything. Well, Kyle opened it up and there was enough a gap when you open it that you could put a cord through it and still shut the door. So I knew it would work. That's how I knew I could put it back down there. You walk, here's the door. Down there is the ledge, the step, the floor. So when I go down, I have to hold on to the sides or I can't get down. My knees will just hit and then I'll hit the floor. It sits, if you go out the door, it sits right here and it opens this way towards me, right? He goes, well, I got to thinking about that. He goes, I don't think you're going to be able to get down there and get to it. I said, well, as luck would have it, I have already practiced. I said, if I pull it up where it goes, close to the door, I can reach down, open it, and get a lot of what I need without having to actually step down. I said, plus, here's my thinking. I spend more of my time in the kitchen than I do getting in out of the freezer. So more time having it in the kitchen is aggravating than the times I need to get in it would be aggravating. Y'all get that line of reasoning? He's like, okay, well, whatever you want. So he went to his mama's yesterday, and I thought he was coming home in the morning. Now, I didn't think he was mowing because he didn't come home and get the lawnmower. And it had been raining. Well, he didn't come in till doggone 3 o'clock. I'm like, what you been doing? I thought you was going to come home and move that freezer. He said, I'm fixing to do it right now. He had been down there cleaning her house. Well, we got the I've been going all the way around my elbow to get back to my thumb. We got the freezer moved down to the big room, and oh my gosh. I don't live in no fancy house, but I'm going to tell you what. It is fancy to me because I got to put a leaf in my table. We have one that has 2 leaves, and it was shrunk down to the little, just round, had no room for nothing else. And that was, poor Kyle, if we all 4 sat at the table, which was rare because they did their thing and I did ours, he would have to like squeeze in and suck back up in there. We'd have to pull the table out. And I have, a thing here, the freezer and that, and then I have a thing over there beside the flare where my cookbooks go on, and the ones that go in there. So I got to stretch my table out. I got to move my cookbook shelf back over where the freezer was. I got to move flare down a little bit. It is glorious. So what was the point to all that? Good Lord of mercy. I was in there cleaning. Oh! So when I got to cleaning, then I did what I did last night, and I was just so tired I left the rest of it. You know how when you reorganize you have stuff everywhere? So I had stuff everywhere. So I got up this morning. I don't know. It was way early. And went over there, got all that cleaned up, and then I decided, I'll clean out my Lazy Susan. I have one over in my kitchen where I cook, and I have one over on my island. The one on the island I think is pretty much done. I'm going to clean out my Lazy Susan. I cleaned out my Lazy Susan. Then I cleaned out my drawer with my extra utensils. I have a utensil for everything. So I got all that organized, arranged, and that's when I thought, I'm going to clean off my wood tray where my olive and avocado oils are. Y'all know them pretty mason jar pours? I love those things. I think they're so pretty. I made that little tray, that they sit on. Well, the other day I went to pour some, and I don't even know why I touched the little mat that was in it. One of those little soaky mats. Full of oil. I knew one of them already leaked. Well, kind of find out when I took it apart, one of them was missing a grommet, and I didn't know it, so no wonder it leaked. And the little insert where the jar cap would fit up in the ring, that dome part is just not fit up in there very good. So I took it all apart. I'm going to try to find some kind of glue to glue it in there so maybe it won't leak. But I had a revelation. Since the one jar lid was broke, then I can only leave my avocado oil out there. That's my favorite. I pulled out one of each of my measuring cups, from the quarter cup all the way up to the cup. And they nest. And then I pulled out one of each, just the first 3. Half a teaspoon, tablespoon of my measuring spoons. And I put them right on one side of that tray. And when I get my oil jar and everything clean, I'm going to put it on the other side of my tray. So I didn't have to get me a big bowl out. But I have my measuring utensils right there in front of my face to say, girl, do it right. Measure your food. I got my scales right there. You think I'd pull them out and do it? No, I'm slack. I am slack. So, I don't even know why I'm telling y'all that. I think I was just going to tell you how I'm trying to get back on track by doing what I have to do. Do it look good? No. But does anything else in my house? No. I live in what I consider a utilitarian house. So now that I'm in crafting, everything I tell you is eclectic around here. I have so many crafts sitting around. It's just like my one corner matches. My other corner where my air fryer oven, I like it because it's got like owls and things on it. I think it's right pretty. My little lamp. I like it. So that's just what it is. Before we look at this stuff, that sheetrock dust, that's what I was going to tell you. We have done sheetrock in here several times. Putting it in, repairs. We had a repair in here. We had a repair in there. We had the where the sliding glass doors was just a regular 2-window. And that's where our big air conditioner was, because we lived here and Mama did too. No central air, just the one big window unit. And then she had a little one back there in the bedroom. And so that was just in the dining part of the kitchen. Sometimes it was a den, just whatever. Just a little 2-window. And we always wanted a sliding glass door there. Now, do we have a patio yet? Nope. But we got the sliding glass door. So, what did they have to do to put it in? They had to saw the brick. Well, one of the masons who built our porch, we become good friends with him, and he come back and he did a whole bunch of brickwork for us. Repaired some cracks. He built some things around our vents because they sit low and rain will get in them. And he did. He fixed a lot of stuff around here. So he's the one, him and his workers put in that. Him and just Roselle, I loved him. He was so good. He called me Mama. Not Mama as in old enough to be his mama, just Mama like, that's Mama. I got you, Mama. You know. So he was so good to me. They were all so good to me. When you treat people like something, they treat you back like something. Hard to believe, ain't it? Anyway, they started cutting that brick, and I started passing out, because you think sheetrock dust is bad? Brick dust is terrible. OMG. I told him, I said, if you don't stop right now and put me up some kind of plastic barricade or something, you're not going to do it. You're just not going to do it. Well, they fixed a big, heavy plastic, and it was in the dead of winter. Oh, my Lord. It was cold. It was cold. Plastic thing, and they attached it to the wall and all the way to... Didn't help. When I tell you there was not an inch, a centimeter, even my butt crack had brick dust in it. It didn't really, but that's how bad it was. Every inch, centimeter, square nook and cranny of this house was covered in red brick dust. I cleaned and cried and cleaned and cried. It was terrible. But then I got my door. I love it. It's beautiful. I got one of those doors that's got the blinds inside the glass, because I told him, I said, if we're going to put one up and it's going to be there forever, I want the kind I want. You'd be surprised. It was hardly, maybe not even $100 more than the kind without it. So I don't have to worry about blinds in front of it. None of that. It's glorious. If you ever get a chance to replace one or put one in, I highly suggest you go with the one with the blinds inside. So those are my disaster stories for the day. Whew, I'm about to get a little worked up thinking about it. Okay, now I'm just going to and we're going to look at all the stuff that Lisa sent me. I got some snacks. She said she just wants to send me some of her favorite things. And she always sends me coffee. Every time she sends me coffee. So I got some different kinds this time. So now that I have yickety-yackety half the morning long, I'm going to turn around and show you the whole purpose of this video, which is my happy mail. Turn around. All right, so here is let me show you the non-food first. I got some warm apple pie, the cubes, because she knows I have one of those wax melt things I got from Walmart, and then vanilla. Ooh, they both smell so good. And then the other non-food is, she also knows how I am about notebooks, and obviously that fits me, be unique. A little thing. I think I'm going to put that in my craft room for notes and things. And then she's from Texas, so I think every single time I have got a little something from Texas. Now, you'd be surprised how timely these little things were. Hey, y'all, first of all, y'all know that's me. Okay, they're grabbers, right? But they have this silicone. I have those Instant Pot red ones, and I just ruined one doing some melting of some candles, and I got wax all up in the grooves and everything, just will not come off. So it is now my candle mitt. I thought that was cool. I got it replaced, so I got a set of 2 of those. Then 2 more dish towels. She sent me dish towels last time, matching Hey Y'all, Texas. And then, what are they? What do I like? I like owls. Isn't that cute? So I got me some owls and a Texas. Now let's look at the little sneaky snacks she sent. And everything is 2 points. I marked it on there so when I eat it I'll know. But all these are 2-point snacks. You can't beat it. A 2-point grabbing snack. These little animal crackers. 2 points for the whole bag. And I know what animal crackers taste like, but I've never had not one single one of these others. I've never had Skinny Pop. It's the white cheddar. Never had that. Never had Pirate's Booty. It's the aged white cheddar, and I think baked not fried. I think they're little popcorn puffs. Am I correct? Little puffy popcorn snacks. Instead of actual popcorn, like that's popcorn. So I never had that. I got some of the garden veggie chips, the Ghosts and Bats. And you know what? These don't run out till next May. So I don't care about eating no Halloween. Y'all know Halloween my favorite. My favorite time of year anyway. So it's really good. And then this whole pack of Butterball jerky. Turkey jerky. Crackback pecker. I'm not going to repeat that. You see what flavor it is. Oops. I have never had no turkey jerky. So that'll be interesting to try. Then 2 of these. I've never even seen these before either. Canada Dry, the cranberry ginger ale. 2 little drink mixes of that. And I'm assuming those are 0 points because they always are. Now here's my coffees. Let's see, can you see? I think you can. So these are Hill Country Fair Breakfast Blend. 2 H-E-B Watermelon Pomegranate Herbal Iced Teas. Haven't tried those before. I haven't tried this coffee. Here, I haven't tried this. Brooklyn Bean Roastery Black and White Cookie, chocolate vanilla flavored. That sounds yummy. I got some of those. And then I got more of the Hill Country Fair French Vanilla. I got that. And this is Cafe Olay by H-E-B. We don't have one of those around here. Texas Pecan. And then some more of the community spiced pumpkin pecan pie. So I know that was good because she sent me some of that before. And Bobby over at Mother One, she sent me a pecan one too, and it's real good. I'm telling you what, that community coffee is the bomb. So there you have it. There's my sweet care package from Miss Lisa Guerrero from the great state of Texas. And Lisa, I appreciate you more than you know. She keeps up with me on Instagram. She sends me the funniest memes every single day. I'm bad about getting on Instagram. I used to be on it a lot. And then when I started YouTube, that took all my time, and it kind of took me away from Instagram, which I do still get on there. But she hits me up every single day. Every single day, she does not miss. How are you doing? Checking in on me, sending me the funniest memes you could ever see. So she's become a real good friend. And Lisa, I appreciate you a lot. So, okay, there you have it. I will talk to you in my next video. Hope you're having a really good weekend. And, okay, that's it.